This video is a tutorial looking at how we can substitute values into calculations in the GCSE Science exams and a couple of the common pitfalls. This first example question is probably the easiest type of substitution question you're likely to get. As an aluminium can returns to room temperature, it transfers 1,250 joules of energy to the room. The mean power transfer was 0.40 watts. Calculate the time taken for the energy transfer. The reason that I say that this is a very straightforward question is firstly because we are given the calculation, and secondly because in the wording of the question we haven't just been given the units for these different numbers, we've also been told what they are. So it says here that we have 1,250 joules of energy, and so even if we didn't know that joules was the unit for energy, we would understand that 1,250 needs to go in place of the E in this equation. And then likewise 0.40 watts, but it also says power transfer. So having put these numbers in the place of the letters in the equation that we've been given, we can do 1,250 divided by 0.4, and that gives us an answer of 3,125 seconds. In a similar example from a biology exam, we could be asked to calculate the real length of a cell that has been viewed with microscopy. Again, in this question, we're not just given units, but we're told what these numbers correspond to. So we have an image length of 25 millimeters, and so we can take out image and write 25 instead, and then a magnification of 500. So the calculation we're left doing is 25 divided by 500, which gives us an answer of 0.05 millimeters. One thing that the exam board can do to make this calculation slightly more challenging is to ask us to vary the units. So for instance, we might be asked to give the real length of the sperm cell in micrometers rather than millimeters. So this is then a test not just of our ability to substitute, but also our ability to convert between units. You should note that 1 millimeter is the same thing as 1,000 micrometers. So to convert from millimeters to micrometers, we're multiplying by 1,000. So here we would take our answer of 0.05 millimeters and multiply it by 1,000 to get 50 micrometers. Here's an example from a chemistry exam, and this one contains another really common pitfall. A student collects 24 centimeters cubed of gas in 20 seconds, and so we need to calculate the mean rate of reaction. And again, with this question, we have been given the equation that we're substituting values into. Here we can see that the volume of gas is going to be 24. Now this is slightly more complicated for a couple of reasons. One thing is that the question doesn't say the word volume in it, so you need to understand that centimetres cubed is the unit for volume. The other mistake that we see students making is thinking that they need to cube this number, because they see the cube sign, which is part of the unit. But it's part of the unit, it's not next to the number, so our number is just going to be 24. We're then going to divide that 24 by the 20 seconds. So our rate is 24 divided by 20, which gives us an answer of 1.2 centimetres cubed per second. Of course, it's also possible that the exam board can make a question more challenging by not giving you the formula you need or not giving it in the most helpful format. So we've already met this question, but in this instance, we're going to have to look at that physics equation sheet and identify that the equation we want is power is energy divided by time. And we can do this by identifying that in the question they've given us energy and power and they've asked us about time. Now this equation is now not in the correct format, so not only are we going to have to substitute, but we're also going to have to rearrange. So the first thing to do is to identify, just like we did before, that 1,250 is the energy and that 0.40 is the power. So that therefore gives me 0.40 is 1,250 divided by t. So to rearrange this, I'm firstly going to multiply both sides by t to give us 0.40t is 1,250. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 0.40, which gives me that t is 3,125 seconds, which is the same answer that I had before. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're now feeling slightly more confident about substituting numbers into calculations in your GCSE Science exams. If you did find this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more GCSE Maths in Science videos coming soon.